times, and he did Sammy once in California. So he still has a lot of time.
It's 7:46 KNEB and News Extra time, and brought to you by Gehring Civic Center. Here's Kevin.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Barb Martinson is here. We're going to talk about the Festival of Hope that's coming up in June 16th, as a matter of fact.
Right, Kevin. This is our 10th anniversary, so we are so excited about what we're doing this year.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different this year because not only are they going to do all the things that they normally do, the walk, run, the lunch, the auction, all that stuff, but for the first time, you guys have entertainment this year.
We do, and Kevin, I'll tell you, we are so excited. We're doing a concert this year, and we are having Sammy Kershaw. And the response has been terrific because Sammy hasn't ever been in Scottsbluff and Gehring, so the response has really been terrific.
Yeah, now Sammy Kershaw, for those of you who just listen to country music that's on the radio right now.
Right.
Sammy Kershaw was a big deal back in the late 90s, early 2000s, right? He had a lot of top tens.
He really did, Kevin, and I'll tell you, we had him, when I first got to know Sammy, 10 years ago, we had him at the Cattleman's Ball. And I tell you, people just loved him. He puts on a very dynamic show, and he's had enough top tens and number one hits that he stands up there and performs for 45 minutes, and you've heard all his songs. If you're past, say 10?
Yeah, you've heard a lot of those top 10 songs, and I'm sure he'll perform for quite a bit longer than 45 minutes.
Oh, yes, he will. He will.
But anyway, some of the top 10 songs that he's had: Cadillac Style, Vidalia, She Don't Know She's Beautiful, National Working Woman's Holiday, Third Rate Romance, Queen of My Double Wide Trailer. Those are just some of them.
Those are just a few. And you know what's neat about Sammy's songs? If you listen to the words, one of his favorite songs that I just love is called Garage Sale. But Sammy writes and he sings songs about his life. And so if you listen to the words in these songs, it's pretty neat. You get a feel of who Sammy Kershaw is.
All right. So he'll be at the Mitchell Fairgrounds the night of the 16th. And the concert, starts around 6 o'clock?
Right, the concert starts at 6. Ben Treffer, a local country singer here, is going to be the opening act. And we have, Dr. Bjorling, Vince will be there. And the first thing is he'll talk about the Festival of Hope, and what we've accomplished over the years. The Festival of Hope in the 10 years that we've helped over 750 people in the Panhandle pay their everyday living expenses while they're going through cancer treatment.
Yeah, so it really helps people with their non-medical expenses to make their battle just a little bit easier. And they also have given money to cancer research and education and so forth. So raised over $1.5 million in 10 years. That's amazing.
It is, Kevin, and we've netted that. Netted $1.5 million because basically everything for the Festival of Hope is done by volunteers. And we have so many people that are involved all over the Panhandle, but mostly in Scottsbluff and Gehring. One thing I wanted to say about the concert too, Kevin, before we take a break, is we wanted to make the concert reasonable, the price reasonable. And so I was able to get 3 sponsors that are paying for everything: Kershaw and the lights and the sound and the stage. And a lot of people don't realize all the expenses you have. It's not just hiring the performer, it's all the other expenses. And so I have my 3 sponsors, which is Wesco and Platte Valley Companies, and I have an anonymous sponsor. But these people have donated enough money that all of the money from the sale of the tickets will go to the Festival of Hope.
That's great. That's great. And we'll talk about how much the tickets cost and some of the other folks that are helping out with this right after this timeout. My voice is coming back. That was so weird this morning. 5 minutes before I went on, it's like my voice is going.
You know what? I tell you, this time goes by so fast. There's so many things to this Festival of Hope. I mean, it's not, Vince and I just looked at each other because when we started this 10 years ago, we never dreamed it would.
Yeah, it'd be like this.
But
All right, we are back. Barb Martinson is here. We're talking about the Festival of Hope coming up on June 16th. And you say, well, that's several months away. Well, tickets for the entertainment at Festival of Hope go on sale February 1st. And we're talking about Sammy Kershaw, a great country western star that'll be at the Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds that evening on June 16th. All right, tickets, like you said,
tickets
pretty
will be
inexpensive.
Right. The tickets are $20 for adults, 6 to 12 is $10, and 5 and under is free. And Kevin, one thing that we want to say here, I'm so proud of KNEB's Farm and Ranch Show, and it draws so many people. And KNEB has been gracious enough to tell us that we can sell our tickets on Saturday at the farm show. So Marty and I will be there from 9 to 3 on Saturday selling tickets at the farm show. But also, February 1st, our tickets go on sale at all Platte Valley Bank locations, Wesco's main office in Alliance, the Cancer Treatment Center here in Scottsbluff, Wolf Auto Center in Kimball, and the Tri-County Bank in Cheyenne. And the Tri-County Bank in Cheyenne is owned by Platte Valley companies. So we're pretty much covering the whole area as far as our ticket sales are concerned.
All right, that's pretty good. So people need to get those tickets just as soon as they can. And we would expect a very good crowd out at the fair for this. Like you said, the man has had so many #1 hits, and he's still touring all around the country singing.
You know, he is. He goes to California. I mean, he tours all over the United States and in Canada. Another thing I wanted to mention is my right hand in putting this concert on is Vicki Bjorling. Vicki is in charge of the walk run at 7:30 in the morning, and she said she'd like to help me with the concert, and she's been tremendous help with the concert.
All right, there'll be other things at the Festival of Hope. You've got the lunch, you've got the auction, the butterfly release and all that stuff. The auction, you're probably still putting items together.
We are, Kevin. I don't have quite all the items for the live auction, but we are going to have 2 items at the concert that we'll be auctioning off right before Ben Treffer performs. And Roger Frank has given us a riding lawnmower, and then we're putting together kind of a surprise package that we'll be auctioning too.
All right. So we're running out of time. Again, Sammy Kershaw, Saturday, June 16th. Tickets go on sale February 1st. Once again, let's go through the locations.
Okay, the locations. All Platte Valley Bank locations, Wesco Main Office, Alliance, Cancer Treatment Center, Scottsbluff, Wolf Auto Center, Kimball, Tri-County Bank in Cheyenne. And I want to thank KNEB. Without the help of the media, this wouldn't be possible. And people can always contact me.
All right. You can call Barb. That number is 632-4729. Thanks, Barb. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Dan.